A long time ago, in a peaceful town called Florence, there was a school known as Highgate School. It was a unique place, one of the few schools where children of all races, black and white, studied together. Highgate was the pride of the town, known for its high-quality teachers, modern education, and the belief that every child could become anything they dreamed of. In that same town lived a couple of African descent. After struggling for 5 long years to conceive, they were finally blessed with a beautiful baby girl. They named her Joyce. She was their treasure, their answered prayer. Everything they had, they gave to her. When Joyce turned school age, her parents decided to enroll her in Highgate School, the best in Florence. At first, everything seemed fine. Joyce, now 12, was excited and full of joy. She started school, and her parents hoped for a bright future. But after a few weeks, their cheerful daughter started to change. Joyce came home tired, scared, and often withdrawn. Sometimes they noticed bruises on her arms or cheeks. The once vibrant child was fading into silence. Her parents were heartbroken and confused. They tried asking Joyce what was wrong. "Did someone hurt you?" they'd ask. "Are you being bullied?" But Joyce would say nothing. Her only answer was tears and trembling. Desperate, her parents went to the school and spoke to the leaders. The school promised to investigate, and for a moment, Joyce's parents felt relieved. But nothing changed. Joyce still came home broken, afraid of even the smallest noises. Her parents felt helpless. Unknown to them, a new staff member named Faith had recently joined Highgate as a supervisor. Her job was to secretly monitor teachers in classrooms. Since the school didn't have cameras, Faith was the eyes and ears of the school board. One morning, as Faith walked past the classrooms, her eyes caught something terrible. She paused at a window, and what she saw made her heart stop. She took out her phone and started recording. She captured the unthinkable. Shaking, she returned to her office, crying and pacing, not sure what to do with the horrifying footage. Later that day, she noticed Joyce sitting alone during break. No child played with her. She looked abandoned and broken. Faith sat beside her, held her hand and said, "You are a very sweet girl and beautiful too. Don't worry, everything is going to be fine." From that moment, Faith made a vow to protect Joyce. Each day, Faith visited the same classroom window and saw the same nightmare repeat. By the end of the week, she had 5 disturbing videos. She knew it was time to reveal the truth. One afternoon, Joyce's parents arrived at the school. Faith was just stepping out of the school leader's office. Joyce's mother, holding her daughter's hand, burst into angry tears and demanded answers from the school. "This is not the child I brought to your school," she cried. "She was happy, joyful. Now she's broken. Why are there bruises on her body? Your school has stolen her spirit." But the school leaders only gave the same empty promises. "We are looking into the matter." Faith, listening through the door, knew she couldn't wait any longer. The next day, Joyce's parents reported the situation to the police. To their surprise, the police revealed they had received complaints about Highgate School. The system had failed many children before Joyce. Enraged, Joyce's parents printed flyers and called for a town-wide protest. Parents, friends, and relatives whose children had suffered the same fate all gathered. They marched to Highgate School in their numbers. Chaos erupted. Parents were shouting, pulling their children out, demanding justice. Teachers tried to calm them, but no one was listening. Then Faith stepped forward. "I have the truth you seek," she said, her voice firm. She wheeled out a TV, connected her phone, and played the videos she had recorded. The crowd fell into silence. On the screen was Bennett, a 30-year-old man, unkempt and strange. He was a teacher at Highgate. The video showed him practicing witchcraft on Joyce, while the other children watched and laughed. Some looked scared. Bennet cast spells on Joyce, calling her a black witch. He forced her to vomit eggs, turned her into half bird, half goat with his dark magic, and told the children she didn't belong because of her skin colour. He spat on her, beat her with sticks, pulled her hair, and made her say she was ugly. He urinated in her water and made her drink it. He never taught the children anything, only used Joyce's body for his wicked experiments. He filled the other children's hearts with hate and racism, planting seeds of evil while destroying an innocent soul. The video ended. The silence broke into screams and cries. Parents held their children tightly, especially Joyce's mother and father. Then rage took over. The angry crowd dragged Bennet away. In their fury, they dug a pit and buried him alive. The school leaders fled in fear. The entire building was destroyed. The police arrived, but the crowd shouted in one voice, "We all did it! Arrest us all!" The police, overwhelmed by the crowd's anger, left. The glass windows were shattered, the walls covered in graffiti. Highgate School was shut down. The building was left to rot and be swallowed by the forest. Trees grew through the walls. It stood as a warning to all, a monument of pain and justice. Joyce became a symbol. Her suffering brought light to hidden evil. The news spread across every town and country. TV, radio, newspapers all carried the story of the brave girl who suffered in silence but brought justice through courage and truth. Moral lesson: always protect your children. Watch them closely, especially when they start school. Never ignore signs of change in their behaviour. Pray for them. Speak for them when they cannot speak for themselves. Evil can hide behind a smile or a title. Parents and teachers, be careful of the seeds you plant in a child's heart. Whether love or hate, kindness or cruelty, it will grow. Let us plant only good seeds. Let us raise warriors of light, not victims of darkness.